Just like that, guys, it's time for another episode. I typically don't record these at the time I am right now, but I've been working on some cool progress, so I want to get over and show you what I'm doing, and we got plans for more stuff. But before we get into that, we have to go over to the color garden, as we do to start every episode, and today we got a wall one. Today we're adding Molby Gamers TR, so thank you for commenting and welcome over here. So basically, if you want to know what this is about, all you do is leave a comment down below, and you pick a color of wool, and based on that color, you get to go there. And if you pick a color that's full like this one, don't you worry, we make another one. And eventually, we want this entire thing to fill out with colors. So we're going to make our way over here, because I have worked on something today that I'm pretty happy with. As you can see it over the horizon right now, this building has actually started to come up, and I've actually built something that actually doesn't look horrible. So as you'll see, there is a pathway going this way now. Stuff is carved. This pathway goes over here. This pathway goes here. This is another building, which is already being, the foundation's already being laid out for. And I'm already planning on how I want to go over that way, too. So, let's look in here. This is just a very basic. This is going to be a wood interior. But here, let's walk up so I can show you what's going on. So yeah, this is a very basic roof. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this yet. I'm gonna do a wool, I think. I just don't know what color I want to do yet. Probably a light gray, realistically, is the color in my head that I think would work the best and what I want to do. And up here on the second layer, we got a little bit more of this done. I still need to drop this a little bit more, and we need to connect it over to here. So I think that's what we are going to do today. Just get a little bit more of this done. I've also, off camera, I have torched up this way. It goes to about there, but it goes back to about that torch. So as you see, we do got some good progress. And see up here, we can look around at all kinds of things. I'm really happy. I got some really good motivation to start playing in the world. So all kinds of cool things are gonna happen. So that's what I'm happy about. So I guess first thing I gotta do is I gotta craft some more stairs. So how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're gonna need to make them in sets of 4. So if we just make 12, let's turn all of this over into planks. So I said 12, but I guess we're making 16. Oh well, not a big deal. It's always good to have a couple extra anyway, because you... Oh crap. Because you never know when you're gonna need more. Let's make some bread since we are hurting ourselves. Back up to full health, so we're good at least. So that's good to see. I think I'll crouch here on the smaller part of the block. It'll make it just slightly easier. And the good thing is, once we get this block, it'll make... Okay, let me check how I did over here. I'm assuming there's a wooden block there. There is. Cool. So let's grab our wood. So wood, this, wood. And this is set up perfectly. We can remove this now. I'm gonna do wood here because I didn't decide what I was gonna do on this part yet because the other side is gonna be different. But we will do wood there so it can continue this as like the awning down off of this. So this part is pretty much good besides the roof. So I guess let's go work on the flooring a little bit. And then once we get that done, I guess I really gotta plan the roof, what I want to do for that. So we got a little bit more. It's cool coming down here and just seeing the amount of different areas, because since all of this was flattened from worse parts, it shows a lot. Because even over here, I just covered it. There was also some over here that was needing that. Let's look at this up. Yep. Obviously, it's very blank, and there is not much going on yet. We will be doing more, don't you worry. This is not the final result of the building. I'm going to do a little texturing, a little bumping, some stuff like that to make it all look nicer. So don't worry. I actually can show off some building skills and not just, make something crappy because it's time to actually try to lock in and make the world look good. Is what I'm wanting to do. It's really good feeling when you make something and you're happy about it and you're happy about how it looks and you feel good about it. That's what I want to go for. So with this, let's walk. Return to the storage room and grab a couple blocks, and we can figure out what we want to do for the roof. Because I got a couple ideas, and I just want to run them quickly through here and see what we're gonna do. I feel like my voice is a lot deeper than I wanted it to be. Obviously, the post sickness from I say a couple weeks ago, but it was literally I just got over it like 3 days ago. Leads to a little bit. So we got a light gray. Another idea I just thought of. Clay. This is a block I have not used anywhere. And they kind of give off the same thing, but clay kind of gives a bluer tone compared to just the gray wool. And I really like the idea of clay, but that means we have to go get a lot of clay for this. So let's see. At first thing, let's go. We're getting distracted. Let's go grab all of these the sheep wool. Where's the sun? It's going to be setting, so if we just really quickly grab these before it gets dark, so we don't have to wander off. I saw a black one over in the other way, and we can get one closer to finishing the room downstairs. Also, it's just a neat looking design, at least from this angle. Obviously, I can't do certain things I'd want to do, so I have to just do full blocks there. But you know what? It'll add to it, and in the future, we can always change it when they add different ways to build, which is the good thing about this. As I was talking about a couple episodes ago, builds are able to adapt and stuff, and you always want to be okay with that. So one more, then let's go figure this out. Drop this off. That one I'm not too worried about that sheepy. It's a tall building, and yeah, and this is the dimensions of this one laid out, and I kind of already have. I don't have the block pad actually planned for that one yet. I just have very basic idea for it. So let's start with this. Obviously, it'll be a lot easier for this because I'm gonna have a lot more blocks to show. But let's go down now and look at it and see what we think. So if we come over here, as you see, gray gives off just a more like simplistic feeling. So that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. Where I don't know if the blue will work better for it. Kind of has a dirty texture on it. Which now, you know what? I'm not gonna go with the clay. I do like clay, and I do think we need to use this somewhere. And I thought I was being really smart for pulling the clay out for this. How did I get how do I have so much clay? What? Huh? I must have just not put the stack back. Okay. But yeah, I think I want to roll with this. So real quickly before the sun goes down, literally as I said that, the sun started going down. I want to do some work with this. I also need to figure out how I want it to merge against this. Obviously, this is gonna flatten into it. Hmm. Do I just get rid of it from right there? So here's what I'm thinking. If this goes here and this goes here, we could do cobble, so then it's like, the wall still going up, and then it blocks that off. And then from here, it's just this. So then it cuts it off, so I think that's gonna be the play. And then if we leave it flat, that means that we need to kill 3 more of these to here. But now this means we're gonna have to go on another wool adventure and get a lot more gray, because this was all the gray we had. Let me drop a couple torches up here. I was gonna say, wait, you can place them on stairs. But yeah, so I say we head down. Obviously, I can't go down through the old way since we just blocked it. But okay, let's look at it. Yeah, I definitely think that works. I'm not sold about this right here. I think I'm gonna tweak that real quick because it doesn't. I thought it was gonna look better, but it doesn't. I think then if we take these two and then we just put these there for now, we'll have a good idea. And let's go inside and grab the wood we dropped. Also, then get rid of this because we don't need that there anymore. We gotta be careful because mobs do still wander, not from this direction, but they wander from there and there because I didn't spawn proof out too far. But we got kind of cheapies here, so we will take advantage of this and get ourselves some more wool. Not a lot we got. We're just over at the stack mark again, which is nice. But I want to walk up here and look at it from this pathway. I think it'll be cool seeing buildings and stuff, especially ones that have more like distinct shapes. Because obviously this thing still is kind of just here. Well, I'm going to be planning on fixing this in another episode. I kind of just tossed a roof on it for the moment because I wanted to just be done with it for a moment and move on, which is fine. It's not a crazy big deal. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with how this is looking so far. Obviously, I want to put a window up there, and then I'm not gonna put a window down there. I'm happy with that space being all flushed because I haven't even told you what this building is about yet, and I will keep that a secret until we get a little bit more done on it. But last thing I want to do before we end this episode, because it looks like this one's gonna be just slightly shorter, is I want to look at through the window up here that we just recently put in because I'm curious if it looks good or not. Let's take a look. And yeah, I like it. It's cool. I'm happy that this view is gonna start looking nicer because it's looked crappy. Obviously, our floating logs are definitely interesting. It adds to the ambiance. Obviously, we still need to work on this brick building and stuff. We'll get there soon, I promise. Okay, things are slowly working as we're starting to work. We're starting to fix little things up. Like that's been fixed up. We added a window there. There is now a staircase up here, which if you didn't see this episode or so ago, we can now walk up and down this, which is a super cool little feature I've thought about adding forever that I've looked at. But I think that's all I'm gonna have for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I had a good time working on this, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.